Welcome to my Ethantastic vlog. This time, samahan niyo ako sa part 2 ng aking travel sa bansang Egypt. Tara na! Yalla yalla! Let's go! Good day everyone! It's day 2 of my Egypt adventure and we're starting the day a little late today. I woke up around 9 a.m. and got ready and prepared for today's exciting tour. We have a full day ahead, so grab your snacks and let's dive into the incredible history of Egypt. By 10 a.m., my driver Abdullah picked me up from the hotel and we started our journey to Saqqara. Hello, what's your name?
Abdullah.
Okay, Abdullah is my driver today. Thank you so much. It is about an hour-long drive from downtown Cairo to Saqqara, covering around 30 kilometers. The traffic in Cairo can get pretty crazy, but Abdullah is a pro. We made it there in no time. We have just arrived at Saqqara and I'm heading to the ticket office to get my entry ticket for the Saqqara Pyramid and the Imhotep Museum. I purchased the inclusive ticket amounting to 1,000 Egyptian pounds. Saqqara is a treasure trove of ancient Egyptian history, so I'm really excited to explore. Yalla yalla, let's go! Saqqara is one of Egypt's most significant archaeological sites, serving as the necropolis for Memphis, the ancient capital of Egypt. This vast burial ground spans over 7 kilometers in length and contains an array of fascinating structures, including pyramids, tombs, and monuments. While the Giza Plateau is more famous for its grand pyramids, Saqqara offers a unique glimpse into Egypt's early pyramid building era, and it is home to some of the oldest structures in Egyptian history. Saqqara was most used for thousands of years, from the early dynastic period all the way to the Greco-Roman era, making it a treasure trove of Egyptian history. Wow, ang ganda ng hieroglyphics, oh. Napaka-detalyado at napaka-linaw. Wow! Ito yung wala sa pyramid sa Giza. Kasi wala itong mga hieroglyphics, walang any writings. What makes Saqqara particularly special is the exceptional preservation of its ancient paintings, inscriptions, and hieroglyphics. As I explored the tombs and pyramids here, I was amazed by how vivid and detailed the artworks still are. Wow. Wala ko ibang masabi kundi wow. Ang ganda pala niya talaga in person. Very intricate, very detailed yung pagkakagawa nila. Unlike the pyramids of Giza, where the paintings and inscriptions have been mostly worn away by the passage of time, Saqqara offers a much clearer and more colorful view into the past. The walls of the tombs here are adorned with beautiful scenes from the daily life, depictions of the afterlife, and intricate hieroglyphics that tell the stories of the people who lived and were buried here. As I wandered through the Saqqara Necropolis, I could almost feel the history around me. The tomb of T, for example, is a spectacular example of a well-preserved tomb where you can see detailed paintings of the deceased and his family, along with the vibrant scenes of hunting, fishing, and offerings to the gods. These artworks are incredibly important because they provide a rare glimpse into the spiritual and cultural beliefs of ancient Egyptians. It is hard to overstate how unique this is, especially when compared to the more famous pyramids of Giza, where such detailed preservation is rare. Saqqara is also a great place to see the evolution of Egyptian architecture. It was here that the step pyramid of Pharaoh Djoser was constructed, marking the very first pyramid built in Egypt, setting the stage for all those that would follow. Beyond its stunning tombs and pyramids, Saqqara is a living museum where the walls speak to the past and you can truly experience the richness of Egypt's ancient civilization. Oh, there's nothing inside. It is incredible to walk through the tombs here and see these ancient artworks, some of them dating back thousands of years. These inscriptions give us a glimpse into the lives of the ancient Egyptians and their beliefs about the afterlife. There's nothing quite like it. Sayang lang kasi ang dami na niyang vandalism. Oh. Now let's talk about the iconic step pyramid of Djoser, one of the Egypt's most groundbreaking monuments. Dating back to around 2630 BC, this pyramid is the oldest of its kind and holds a critical place in the history of ancient Egypt. It was commissioned by Pharaoh Djoser, the ruler of the third dynasty, and it marks the very beginning of the pyramid building age. What makes this pyramid so fascinating is that it was not just a burial site for the king, it was also a symbol of his immense power and his connection to the divine. The design of the pyramid was a physical manifestation of the king's eternal journey to the afterlife. It was believed to help him ascend to the heavens to join the gods. The step pyramid originally had 6 steps, which gives it its unique appearance, making it look like a giant staircase reaching towards the sky. The structure is massive, standing at about 62 meters tall, and it was one of the first pyramid designs to be made with stone. This was a major leap forward in Egyptian architecture. Before Djoser's reign, pharaohs were buried in mastabas, which were flat-roofed tombs, but Djoser's pyramid marked a significant departure from that design. It started as a simple mastaba, but over time, architects stacked smaller mastabas on top of one another, creating the step design we see today. One of the most interesting aspects of the step pyramid is its architectural innovation. It was not just the height of the structure that made it impressive, but the fact that it was the first large-scale use of stone in Egyptian construction. The step pyramid's design served as a prototype for future pyramid constructions, influencing later pyramids, including the famous Great Pyramid of Giza. Pharaoh Djoser's pyramid was a testing ground for new techniques and ideas that would be refined in later centuries, making it a crucial stepping stone in the evolution of pyramid architecture. Today, standing in front of the step pyramid, you can really appreciate its historical significance. It is not just a tomb, it is a symbol of the birth of monumental architecture in Egypt. As the first stone pyramid, it paved the way for the massive pyramids that would follow. Visiting this place is like walking through the pages of history, witnessing the beginning of the incredible pyramid building era that would shape ancient Egypt for millennia. After exploring the step pyramid, I'm here at the Imhotep Museum, a place dedicated to one of the most fascinating figures in ancient Egyptian history. Hello guys! Walang katao-tao halos. So we're visiting the Imhotep Museum. Imhotep was a vizier to Pharaoh Djoser, and is often credited as a mastermind behind the design of the Step Pyramid. But Imhotep was not just an architect, he was a true polymath skilled in various fields. He was also a renowned physician, a priest, and a scribe, making him one of the most influential persons in ancient Egypt. What is truly remarkable is that Imhotep's contributions were so revered that he was later deified as the god of wisdom and healing, a rare honor in ancient Egypt. As I move through the museum, I am surrounded by a collection of artifacts that highlight the extraordinary life and achievements of Imhotep. The exhibit showcases his immense influence on Egyptian society, including items related to his role as a medical expert, as well as his architectural and priestly work. It is amazing to think that he was so ahead of his time, creating designs that influenced not only his contemporaries, but also generations of Egyptians after him. The museum really brings his legacy to life, and it is a must-see for anyone interested in understanding the intellectual and spiritual foundation of ancient Egyptian civilization. One of the most captivating exhibits here is the mummy of King Merenre I, who ruled during the 6th dynasty. The king's mummy is an incredibly well-preserved artifact, providing a glimpse into the embalming techniques used by the ancient Egyptians. It is surreal to be standing in front of a royal mummy that has remained intact for over 4,000 years. The preservation of these artifacts is a testament to the skill and ingenuity of ancient Egyptian craftsmen and embalmers, and it makes you realize just how advanced their culture was. Walking through the Imhotep Museum really makes you appreciate how much knowledge and wisdom was embedded in ancient Egyptian culture. Imhotep was not just a figure of historical importance, he was also a symbol of the country's intellectual greatness. His contributions to architecture, medicine, and religion helped lay the foundation for some of Egypt's greatest achievements. This museum is a wonderful place to reflect on his legacy and explore the world of ancient Egypt in a deeper way. Next up, Dahshur Necropolis. It is about a 30-minute drive from Saqqara, covering roughly 25 kilometers. Dahshur is another important necropolis in Egypt, known for its two remarkable pyramids, the Red Pyramid and the Bent Pyramid. Dahshur played a crucial role in the development of pyramid architecture and is often overshadowed by the more famous pyramids at Giza, but trust me, it is just as fascinating. Here we are at the Red Pyramid, one of the most well-preserved pyramids in Egypt. This pyramid was constructed by Pharaoh Sneferu, a ruler who played a key role in the evolution of pyramid design. The Red Pyramid is particularly important because it is considered the first true smooth-sided pyramid, marking a critical development in the architectural techniques of ancient Egypt. Its name comes from the reddish hue of the limestone used in its construction, which gives it a distinct appearance, especially when the sunlight hits it just right. Standing before this majestic structure, you can really appreciate the level of engineering that went into its creation. Unlike the Step Pyramid, which has the distinctive step design, the Red Pyramid has a smooth, angled shape which was a huge leap forward in pyramid design. This transition to a smooth-sided pyramid set a new standard in pyramid construction. The Red Pyramid is often regarded as a precursor to the Great Pyramid of Giza, which would follow just a few decades later. The fact that Sneferu successfully achieved this design is a testament to the brilliance of ancient Egyptian architects and engineers. I actually had the opportunity to go inside the Red Pyramid, and it was an experience I will never forget. The interior of the pyramid is surprisingly spacious, and stepping into its cool, shadowy corridors gives you a real sense of the pyramid's grandeur. As I explore the interior, it is amazing to think about the engineering feat that went into building this pyramid. The sheer size and the precision of the construction are awe-inspiring. Inside, you will find steep, narrow passages leading up to the burial chamber, which is surprisingly spacious and offers a glimpse into how the ancient Egyptians prepared for the afterlife. The Red Pyramid marks a major turning point in the evolution of pyramid design. Before this, pyramids were largely experimental, with varying shapes and structures. But Sneferu's achievement with the Red Pyramid set the stage for the iconic Great Pyramid of Giza, which would later push the limits of pyramid construction even further. Standing inside the pyramid, you cannot help but feel humbled by the vision and craftsmanship that went into this structure. The smooth-sided design, the scale, and the sophistication all point to a monumental achievement in architecture. This pyramid is not just an impressive piece of history, it's a symbol of the continuous evolution of Egypt's ancient engineering marvels. The Red Pyramid played a crucial role in shaping the future of pyramid construction, and visiting it gives you a deeper understanding of just how advanced the ancient Egyptians were in their ability to create these timeless monuments. Next up is the Bent Pyramid, one of the most unique and fascinating pyramids in Egypt. This pyramid was also built by Pharaoh Sneferu, and it is known for its unusual bent shape. When you look at it, the pyramid starts with a steep angle, but about halfway up, the angle changes, creating a distinct bent appearance. This design is unlike any other pyramid you will find in Egypt, and it is definitely one of the most intriguing structures to visit. The shape is so distinct that it is easy to see why the Bent Pyramid is considered one of the architectural wonders of its time. So, what is behind the unusual design of the Bent Pyramid? The reason for the change in the angle is believed to be due to structural issues that arose during construction. Initially, the pyramid was designed with a steep angle, but as the builders progressed, they realized that the angle might cause the structure to be unstable. To prevent the pyramid from collapsing, they made the decision to lower the angle, resulting in the pyramid's characteristic bend. This change in design makes the Bent Pyramid one of the most complicated pyramids in terms of both design and construction, as it required quick adjustments and problem solving to ensure its stability. Going inside the Bent Pyramid was quite an experience. The entrance is a bit tricky to find, and the climb up the narrow corridors is steep, but once inside, you are immediately struck by the sense of history. The interior of the Bent Pyramid is not as grand or elaborate as some of the later pyramids like the ones at Giza, but it is still incredibly fascinating. Inside, You get a feel for how the early pyramid builders worked, and it is humbling to stand in a place that was built thousands of years ago. What is truly remarkable about the Bent Pyramid is how it represents a pivotal moment in pyramid construction. Although it wasn't the most successful pyramid in terms of design, it paved the way for the development of the smooth-sided pyramids that followed, such as the Red Pyramid and the Great Pyramid of Giza. The ingenuity and adjustments made by the builders of the Bent Pyramid laid the foundation for future architectural achievements, and it is amazing to think about how this structure influenced the evolution of Egypt's monumental architecture. After Dahshur, we aimed to visit Memphis, the ancient capital of Egypt. However, when we arrived, it was already past 4 p.m. and the open-air museum was closed for the day. So instead of exploring the ruins, we stopped by a food stall along the streets of Memphis to grab a quick bite. It was a bit of a cultural moment too. Some students who had just finished school were super curious about us and kept asking questions about where I am from and what my name is. It was a fun and unexpected interaction. After our quick meal, we headed back to Cairo, but we were not done yet. Our next stop is a cave church located in the Mokata mountain area of Cairo. The journey from Memphis to the cave church was about an hour, and we arrived just as the sun was starting to set. The cave church is one of the most unique places in Cairo, and I cannot wait to show you around. Welcome to the Cave Church, a stunning example of Coptic Christian architecture. The church is carved directly into the rock in the garbage area of Cairo. Talk about an unexpected location, but that's part of what makes it so special. It is an oasis of peace and spirituality amid the chaos of Cairo. Welcome to the St. Simon the Tanner Monastery, a unique and peaceful haven in the heart of Cairo. This church is dedicated to St. Simon the Tanner, a 10th century Christian saint who is revered for his humility and devotion. St. Simon's story is deeply connected to the area, and the church itself has become an important place of worship for the Coptic Christian community. What makes this church so special, aside from its spiritual significance, is its natural acoustics and serene atmosphere. Despite being nestled in the midst of Cairo's bustling streets and chaotic energy, the church exudes a profound sense of peace and tranquility. It feels as though you have entered a different world, one that offers a quiet retreat from the city's noise. As we step inside, the main church is located within the mountain itself, making it even more incredible. The architecture is unlike any traditional church you will see. The cave-like structure has an inherent reverence, with the stone walls creating a sense of awe as you walk through. The sheer scale and uniqueness of the space leave you in wonder. The church is adorned with large, beautiful murals and frescoes that depict various scenes from the Bible, each one telling a story of faith and devotion. These artistic masterpieces are not only visually striking but also add to the sacred atmosphere of the church, drawing visitors into reflection and prayer. What is so remarkable about the St. Simon the Tanner Monastery is the way it blends nature, art, and spirituality. The cave-like walls of the church provide a natural reverberation, making the acoustics inside incredibly special. It is a perfect setting for prayer and meditation, and it's easy to see why it is such a beloved spot for the Coptic Christian community. Visitors often speak of the peaceful energy that fills the church, and standing there, you can really sense that deep connection between the land, the people, and their faith. This church is a true testament to the resilience and faith of the Coptic Christian community. Over the centuries, it has stood as a beacon of devotion and strength, and it continues to serve as a place of sanctuary and worship. It is a reminder of how faith and art can come together to create something both beautiful and timeless. Visiting this place gives you a unique opportunity to connect with Egypt's rich Christian history. And it's truly one of those places that stays with you long after you leave. What an incredible day it has been, from the ancient pyramids of Saqqara and Dahshur to the peaceful cave church. I have had the privilege of experiencing so much Egyptian history today. Now it's time to head back to my hotel, feeling full of energy for the next part of this unforgettable trip. Stay tuned for part 3 of my Egypt adventure, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you next time.